does wildlife rehabilitation really work? I'm a journalist who covers biodiversity, and last year I was in Malaysia and I found a center rehabilitating sun bears, taking them in after an accident or after they'd been poached and nursing them back to health until they were ready to hit the jungle again. But studies coming out of the center were saying that a lot of their bears weren't really making it out in the wild once they were released. So I set out to write a story about how wildlife rehabilitation often fails and why. But what I found was even more surprising. We don't actually know whether wildlife rehabilitation fails or thrives. We barely have any data on animals once they leave rehabilitation centers. Collars to track animals are super expensive, and most rehabbers cannot afford them. Even when animals are collared, the collars often malfunction. For the little data that does exist, there is no central repository. The lack of standard protocol then can make it hard in turn to secure funds that could pay for state-of-the-art technology and staff for data collecting. So it's a vicious cycle. All of this leaves the wider impact of rehabilitation totally uncertain. Obviously, anecdotal evidence from rehabbers, though, does suggest that rehabilitation works, both to limit animal suffering and maybe even to aid conservation efforts. But the question still is,